Nobuteru Taniguchi turns in smoothly but briskly to a high level until he feels the limit. The slow refined swing of the steering wheel loads the outside rear tire, which toes in due to the load, in an attempt to slightly shorten the turning circle. While due to the rear anti-roll bar being softer to maintain grip, the countering inside wheel also toes in but at a slightly lower angle. When with the smooth swing of the wheel, the inside wheel has a steering spurt opposite direction of the front due to its own rebound and the outside wheel's compression, rotating the car. Nobuteru causing the rear inside wheel to pivot around the apex as he turns in more, keeping the front tires at their deformation limit like Ayrton Senna. He hardly uses inputs in rotation, except the steering wheel of course, until inducing a little bit of understeer and opening the throttle, rotating super sharp while maintaining all the grip to put all 400 horses down to the Touge asphalt. Let's analyze the fastest short distance checkpoint to checkpoint lap he did on Gunsai Touge. Instead of super late braking, he rather slows down, coasting toward the first corner to maintain a good sense of balance. Then he starts turning in. He finds the limit of the front tires and holds it there. The more he decelerates, the more he can turn in, keeping the tires at the limit. For the right-hander, he balances a very small margin of understeer rotation, accelerating through the long sweeper. Swings left, accelerating before slowing down for the hairpin where he induces understeer. Accelerates and full throttle. That's the time there. 24.672. Nobuteru Taniguchi and the Fujita Engineering RX7 FD3S together are an absolute beast of a combination. The Fujita Engineering RX7 FD3S is the best example of Ryosuke Takahashi's tune in his vision of a perfect RX7. This RE-Amemiya RX7 on the other hand, well, it's the closest tune to Keisuke Takahashi's. I already made a full video explaining Keisuke's tune and technique as well as Ryosuke's. Be sure to check that video out if you want the detailed information about their tunes and techniques. Right now, we're gonna review the battle of these two empires on the Touge. Same car, two different philosophies, fine-tuned in art to perfection, also being driven by masters. The RE-Amemiya RX7 being driven by Keiichi Tsuchiya, the Drift King. The Fujita Engineering RX7 being driven by Yasuyuki Kazama. Kazama takes the lead for the first round, and if you didn't know, all DK needs to do to win is stay on his bumper. For safety reasons, no overtaking, it's just cat and mouse. Cause the fact is Akira is also part of this sometimes. No further comments. DK is keeping up so far, he's using his throttle technique to rotate, a little understeer rotation here and there. Kazama's technique is interesting though. He's swinging the wheel like Charles Leclerc, much more aggressive though. DK is on his bumper, there's no forgiveness. They take the hairpin, who's gonna get better rotation, who's gonna come out fast on the other side, this is always crucial. Kazama is just flooring it. Nice turn in, and he's flooring it. Look, he's getting away. Looks like he might get away with the power, but at this curve you never underestimate DK. Look, it looks like he's getting closer. Oh, nice execution by Kazama, except going a little wide on throttle on the exit. But he used the advantage of the suspension tune like Nobuteru. The technique fitted like a glove. He used the potential of that suspension tune like Nobuteru Taniguchi. Even though he went a little wide, that first round was called a draw and now DK is leading. Whoa, we gotta see that again. Look how DK turned in. The front end shot turning in. Rear end loaded immediately turned in following the front end. That's how you shorten your turning circle. This is why I love the philosophy of this car. Kazama's keeping up for now. They're on the long sweeping right-hander. Kazama's giving it the beans. He's very wild on the throttle. It's working, especially with the steering, but he could be more efficient on the throttle. DK is just gracing that wheel and the throttle. He's fitting the car. Look, he's grown the lead. I think that's it. Nice execution once again by Kazama around that left-hander, wrapping that inside rear wheel around the apex. They're on the fast section now, just 2 bends left. Kazama's fast, no, he oversteers. RE-Amemiya wins. This was much earlier, a few years back from the time that Fujita Engineering RX7 got its record on the checkpoint to checkpoint Gunsai lap in the hands of Nobuteru Taniguchi. There was much more improvement, fine-tuning, but already at this time these cars were monsters. I personally like the RE-Amemiya tune a little better, but there's something else we need to take a look at. You see, mysterious things happen on the Touge, and the fact is, the Fujita Engineering RX7 is not the only car that got that stunning lap time. There was another car that got the exact same time, the J's Racing S2000. Tell me if you think we should review that one in depth too.